Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. To my supervisor, Sir Ahmad Fidaus bin Ahmad Fazil, my examiner, Madam Haja Izzati binti Ghazali. Today I will do my final year project presentation about the mobile application for touch detection using the convolutional neural network. Please enjoy the video. Okay, before I jump to my application, I want to tell why I want to build this application. Okay, this is a background study. Refer to Jamaliyah Mobile Type 2016, Tajwid as a rules in Quran. We have to ensure the proper pronunciation, reading, and interpretation of the Quran, which means the Tajwid is very important in the Quran because without it, maybe we can maybe we can change the meaning of the Quran itself. Okay, for the purpose statement, first one, refer to Tawfiq Ridwan 2018, reading the Quran is a guidance. The problem is, the guidance or the teacher is not available of all time, so the application will be replace them to learn the Tajwid. Second is, students still are not able to recite the Quran with title properly. Refer to Borobia Hamzah 2016. Which means students nowadays lack knowledge of the Tajwid. This application will help them to attract their interest to learn the Tajwid more. So the third one is referring to the textbook consume time. Obviously, if we use the application, we want to learn something, it's more faster than we refer to the textbook. Here come the methodology I use. I use the waterfall phase. So for the requirements, requirement phase, we collect all the information that we want to create the application, and then go to design phase where we design how the model looks like, how the model works. So then go to implementation. Implementation is where from the design we change it to the reality, where we develop them and implement them. Okay, then we go to verification. Verification is where we want to testing the system. In this case, I use accuracy and functional testing. Let's go to the flowchart of the system. Okay, here comes the phase of the flowchart of the system. Before that, I will explain about the method of the YOLO. So actually what YOLO do is it take the input image and divide into a grid. After that, it will create the bounding box, the contact object inside of the image. As you can see, they will create a box inside the image, and at the same time will classify the object, and then the presentation will remove the box has lower confidence. The box has lower confidence is less thicker than the other box that have object inside of it. The output will find output that will predict high confidence box. So the output will be left only 3 boxes inside of the image that have object inside of it. So for object detection is very common in this day. So how about we implement it to detect a Tajwid? So for the flowchart, the system will be start and scan the image of the Tajwid, and then for the part of recognize, classify of the Tajwid and detect the position of the Tajwid, it will be part of a YOLO technique implementation, and it will display the name and the rules of the Tajwid. So that's for the system. I will show more on the demo. Okay, here come the part of demonstration where we want to try the Tajwid detection application, whether the application can detect the Tajwid in Al-Quran or not. So the user have to open the application. So user have 2 options where they exit and start detection button. If user want to exit the application, you just click the exit button. If user want to start detection, just click the start detection, and it will automatically open up your camera, and you can start detection of the Tajwid. So you can see here, there is no either Al-Guna here in Surah Al-Fatihah. How about we try to Surah Al-Baqarah? Okay, there are 2 Al-Guna and Guna. So the application can detect it perfectly without any problem. You can see here, that slide over here, it will follow the position of the idram. You see? So how about we try, there is more. If you can see here, there is only 1 Malguna and 1 Malguna. How about there is more Malguna and Malguna in one pages? Let's try. You can see the application have no problem to detect more than 1 Malguna and Malguna. You can see here it has 4 Malguna and 2 Malguna. Okay, for a new user, for a new user, uh, they already know the position. They already know. Okay, there are bila guna and mal guna here. So how do they want to learn to recite it perfectly? So the user can scroll out the layout at the bottom here. It will show the rules of the idgham. So for idgham mal guna, when the nun sakin and the tanwin meet the four letters, which is ya, waw, nun, and mim. The way to recite it, the tanwin and nun sound will be dropped and will be replaced with the sound of the four letters. So it has to be humming with the sound of four letters. For example, over here, you can see there is a tanwin of dal meet the mim over here. So let's say if there is no mim over here, A'udzubillahi minasyaitonirrajim, ulaika ala huda. So the dal sound will be obviously sounded. So if there are mim over here, which is there is ma'una in here, so the dal sound will be dropped, the tanwin will be dropped, and it will be replaced with the second letter, which is mim. It will be sound down. So the difference is the mim sound will be obviously sounded. So the difference between ma'al guna and bila guna, the bila guna, when the tanwin and the nun sakin meet these two letters, ra and lam, the way to recite is the nun and tanwin drop. We will drop the sound of nun and the tanwin and follow the sound of the two letters without any humming. So the difference is ma'al guna we have to humming, and bila guna we don't have to humming. So for the example here, let's say we have no ra in here. There is no ra as is here. It will be sound like hudam mil. So the nun sound will be sounded. If the ra over here, hudam mil. So there is no humming. Just go to the ra sound without any humming. And the difference between ma'al and bila guna. So how about, okay, I'll just open up the camera for you. We try to for a new I will try just for a new user want to find the Tajwid manually. So I'm just randomly open up any pages. So if you can see over here, okay, as a new user, they are hard to find where is the position of the Tajwid if they want to learn how the Tajwid looks like. So if you can see over here, there is one here, nun, and nun sakin with nun will be ma'una. In here, tanwin, near tanwin. So for this Quran, this may be quite easy to see because it already colored. How about a Quran without any color? So we test the detection. Is that correct? Yeah, detection is correct. Where the ma'una have the tray up there and the ma'una. So I didn't recognize at the bottom there is Hebel. So this application is more faster than human to recognize the Tajwid in this Quran. So how about the Quran without no colors in it? You can detect it. So I just open another pages. So the difference between the other Quran is much more easy as to detect because it has color. So how about this Quran? There is no color in it. So but this application is still can detect the Tajwid without no problem because the convolutional neural network is already trained how the Tajwid looks like, how the Tajwid not how the Tajwid color not how the Tajwid color, but the Tajwid looks like. So if the Quran have no color in it, there is no problem to the application want to detect the Tajwid position. Okay, so that's all for the demonstration. Okay, after the demonstration, we can see that the application gives us a good result in detecting Tajwid. Okay, how actually YOLO inside this application recognize the classification of the Tajwid and also detect the position of the Tajwid. Okay, here, when the user click the start detection button, it will lead to the detector activity. In detector activity, we make sure the input size will be same as the dataset, and also the model name will be correct, and also the labels. The labels mean the classification of the Tajwid. In this case, I have two, idgham al-guna and idgham al-guna. Okay, Then the detect activity will lead it to the YOLO before classifier. Okay, in YOLO before classifier, in this is where the bounding box and the score were created. Here you can see the bounding box and the score. Okay, it will check every grid. As I said before, YOLO will divide the input images into grid. Then it will check every grid inside the input images. Okay, inside each grid, it will check if there are any idiogram or not. Uh, if the grid have idiogram inside of it, it will store the score inside the classes array. In this classes array that have idiogram lambda and idiogram lambda. Okay, and then it will check if classes is more than max class. Then the detected class will be C. C will be the name of the classes, and also the max class will be the class C, will be the final score. Okay, like this, score will be equal to max class, will be the final score. Okay, if score is more than threshold, this is where you want to check if score is more than threshold. If score is less than threshold, it will be decline the box. Okay, here the box will be declared for the X position, Y position, the width and the width and the height. Okay, just use this matrices operation over here to create the box, for the Tajwid. Okay, here the final detection, it will get the score, the box, and also the name of the class, as you can see as the demonstration I do before. Thank you. Let's jump to the conclusion. Okay, here comes the part of the conclusion. I conclude that this application have high accuracy and the objective is achieved, as you can see on the demo I have done before. Okay, for the limitation, this application has lower accuracy in detecting the tajwid if the writing is different from the dataset, which means if the application want to detect the other writing of the Quran, is maybe hard to detect, or maybe it can't detect at all, because the dataset is already the application is already learned the dataset with this writing. If we want to try the other writing, it will be hard to detect. So yeah, that it can detect the tajwid if the tajwid are separated from the paragraph. Okay, for the rules, it need two letters. One is nun or tanwin, and one is the idiom itself. So if the separator, if let's say the nun is on the first paragraph and the mim on the second paragraph at the bottom, so the application can't detect the tajwid. Okay, the third one is it is only for Android, because I'm using the Android Studio to build this application. Okay, I think that's all. I would like to big thanks to my supervisor, Sir Ahmad Fidos bin Ahmad Fazil, and also big thanks to my examiner, Baina Haja Izzati binti Ghazali, for listening my presentation. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you very much.